Journey Counseling Services. They're located on Main Street, right in the middle of Jewett City, and they are accepting new patients right now. Individual, couples, family, and group counseling are all services available at Life's Journey Counseling Services in Jewett City. Find them online at lifesjourneyct.com and click on Book Appointment for information on how to start or to simply get questions answered. Life's Journey Counseling Services has multiple therapists on staff, so your questions, concerns, and counseling needs will all be met. lifesjourneyct.com. It's the best place to start your personal journey to heal, become a better version of yourself, and strengthen your relationships. Life's Journey Counseling Services, 70 Main Street here in Jewett City, lifesjourneyct.com.
You see the signs everywhere. No alcohol if under 21. No tobacco under 21. No vaping supplies under 21. It's 21 for a reason.
Youth that use alcohol are more likely to engage in other risky behaviors, such as gambling. Learn the warning signs and how to talk to your children about addiction.
It's 21 for a reason. Brought to you by CIRAC and funded in partnership with SAMHSA. Find out more at CIRACCT.org.
The aroma of scented candles is a very good stress reliever and certainly brings solace to the mind and body. However, did you know on average 21 home candle fires are reported each day? 3 out of every 5 candle fires start with something that could burn, such as furniture, mattresses, bedding, curtains, or decorations being too close to the candle. Candle fires peak in December and January and rank second. From January through November, 4% of home candle fires start with decorations. This certainly jumps up 12% in December. Christmas is a peak for candle fires, which is almost 3 times the daily average. So if you love candles and you forget about them, it'll burn your friggin' house down. The following is brought to you by Crystal Health and Safety.
Your community radio.
Live from Main Street.
Mike Minarski and Paul Lash in the morning and 80s all day and night.
SNSN.
Like they always say things that aren't stupid usually. And when they are stupid, it's funny.
It's another day in the neighborhood. Hey, Paul.
Good morning.
And we got Dominic back again today. Good morning. Dominic! Who's the Prince Spaghetti guy? Tony, right? Anthony! Yeah. Anthony!
I hate to tell you, Dominic the donkey is going through my head.
I have a tattoo.
You said Dominic the donkey?
I have a Christmas donkey tattoo, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I talked to some Italian. I mean, like right off the boat, Italians, they don't know who Dominic the donkey is.
I have no clue.
It's definitely an American thing.
Yeah. Right. Well, maybe it's the American Godfather. So rather have than a horse, they got a donkey.
That's probably one of the weirdest Christmas.
I know
icons. Or
whatever. I don't get it.
But the donkey.
Yeah,
no, I don't get it either.
The hippopotamus. What the hell was that?
Good Lord.
Oh, that's my favorite song. That's my favorite Christmas
man.
Song. It is my favorite Christmas song. I want a hippopotamus.
Christmas is over.
Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. What?
I don't like that song.
Good morning, Facebook user. Good morning, Victoria.
So,
Rudolph.
Yeah.
I put a TikTok up with Rudolph, and his head was just his head, and it said Rudolph going back to the 80s because deer season went wrong.
Yeah.
Get it? Bueller. Okay. Hey, Denise, good morning. So,
only a couple of days left in the year.
Yeah.
It's over. Done.
I think I mentioned, I don't think I asked you. Is Chinese food a thing for you on New Year's Eve?
No.
Okay.
I have steak.
Do you? Okay.
Steak and wine salad.
Do you go out for that or?
Nope. I get home.
Okay. But you Dominic, your head just went.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Chinese food on New Year's Eve. I don't know why, but it is. I only learned about 5 years ago. You go to a Chinese, just go to a Chinese restaurant around dinner time on December 31st. Good luck. Good luck. It's like one of their busiest days of the year.
The Chinese New Year's.
It's busier than Chinese New Year.
That's in January sometime.
February.
It was February. I wonder what the year of this one is. The year of the dog, the year of the alligator. I don't know. What's this year coming up?
I don't know.
What's the year coming up? The year,
I don't
the
know.
Year of the what?
I do not follow, unfortunately, that.
You have Chinese on New Year's, but you don't follow the year.
Let's see. 2023 is the year of the rabbit, and it is January 22nd.
Oh, year of the rabbit.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with having the rabbit habit.
Or the water rabbit.
A water rabbit?
Yep. That's what it says. The water rabbit. That will be January 22nd.
What the hell is a water rabbit? Is that like a
I
rat?
No.
What is that? A rat?
I don't know. Like a water moccasin or something like that.
No, that wouldn't be
let's see.
a rabbit.
2023 is the year of the water rabbit, starting from January 22nd, 2023, and ending on February 9th, 2024. The sign of rabbit is a symbol of longevity, peace, prosperity, and multiply. No.
Never heard of a water rabbit.
Multiply like bunnies. 2023 is also predicted to be a year of hope.
Hope?
Hope.
We need a lot of hope.
Keep hoping.
Yes.
People born in a year of the rabbit are called rabbits and are believed to be vigilant, witty, quick-minded, and ingenious.
Well, I guess that counts you out.
The most compatible zodiac signs for rabbits are goats, dogs, and pigs.
Oh.
It's kind of the same thing. It's just that it's their zodiac, I guess. Like in January, it's Aries. You know,
never heard of that.
So like every time we go to the Chinese buffet in Norwich, it's got the year.
It does. It has them all there. Peggy just said the rabbit. Shana says I'm a rooster.
It's a water rabbit.
Yeah, I'm still hung up on that.
I don't know what a water rabbit
Maybe they got
is.
some big ass feet they can water ski.
Maybe.
No?
Maybe they float. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's actually a frog.
Yeah. I never heard of a water rabbit.
Victoria says you're supposed to eat pickled herring for good luck on New Year's Eve. That's been my problem.
I'll bet she has the big dish of it.
And I've just been getting pickled every New Year's Eve.
Victoria says I'm a horse. Well,
pickled herring, huh?
Pickled herring? No. Have you ever had pickled herring?
Hell no.
Yeah. How about you?
No, I had fish cake once. Yeah, exactly.
It's a fish cake.
This was actually
With a candle.
No, this is a white
Happy
cake
birthday?
with smoked herring or something.
Right.
Instead of like having like something in the middle like frosting, it was fish in the middle.
Oh, that's awesome.
With a mocha frosting.
Yeah. I don't like fish. No.
Really?
I don't like fish.
Do you like lobster?
Mm.
Do you like any kind of seafood?
I'll eat
at all?
it. I'll eat lobster. I'll eat clam strips. I'll eat. Yesterday I had shrimp cocktail for supper.
But don't give him the white fish though. Don't.
Nope.
Don't get him any cod.
No.
No. Victoria, this is kind of what you were talking about in a way earlier before we went on.
What's that?
Victoria says, I like the one with sour cream and lots of onions, the pickled herring.
Ew.
Yeah.
I got some clam mayonnaise for that.
That's what you were talking. Yeah, no, that was gross. Oh God. All right, so yeah, the year of the rabbit, the water rabbit. That
The year of the water rabbit.
Yeah.
We got to find out what the hell a water rabbit is.
Okay.
We got to
look it up.
We got to look that up because I'd never heard of a water rabbit. Maybe
Look it up, sir.
Is it a water rabbit that lives by the sea?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea. Never heard of a water rabbit.
Yeah.
Figured being SpongeBob by now.
Huh?
Figured that would be in SpongeBob by now.
You would think.
They got a squirrel there. What the heck?
I don't know.
Patrick Starfish. SpongeBob.
Yeah. Got to look for Google.
You're still looking up water rabbit.
I
huh?
couldn't find Google. Yeah.
So in a minute, we're going to get into the weird holidays that are the weird new laws in some of the states. Illinois has got some doozies.
Do they? Yeah. Anybody know what a water rabbit is?
Yeah, if anybody knows what a water rabbit is, let us know.
Water rabbit.
Is it even Googleable?
Water rabbit.
Googleable.
What is a water rabbit?
Yeah, what is a water rabbit? We are really.
It's the year of the water. So the people who born in 19 are known as. There is
a little life jacket on it.
That's not a real water rabbit, then.
It's in the water.
Peggy says there is no water rabbit.
No.
It is the element.
Exactly.
As Shayna said.
It's the element.
Let's actually read it.
Yeah.
I like the picture, though.
I think we should just throw rabbits in and see what happens.
Yeah.
One of them will be a water rabbit.
Yeah. You had to be born in the year 1963 to be considered a water rabbit.
Okay.
So if you weren't born in 1963, then you're not a water rabbit.
All right.
Yeah. You're just a plain old rabbit.
Gotcha. All right. Here are the holidays that you should be celebrating that you didn't know that existed in the first place.
Ain't too many left.
What do you mean?
Only a couple more days.
No, I'm talking about today.
Yeah, I know.
This
Go
is
ahead.
talking about the. Oh, thanks, Paul. I have your permission.
Be my guest.
Go ahead. It's Call a Friend Day. Today is Call a Friend Day.
So you won't be making very calls today.
So Paul will be off the phone, probably taking a nap.
Yeah, you won't be making very many calls. Your phone's going to be kind of dead today.
You know what he said to me, this son of a bitch? He said to me,
I knew he is. I got a couple more days. I got a couple more days left. I'm not going to pick on you next year. That's my New Year's resolution.
Yeah, he's going to stop being all snarky on me.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's getting mean and crotchety.
Yeah.
The closer he gets to 80, the nastier he gets. He's gonna be that. He's gonna be that one in the nursing home someday that no nurse wants to come near because all he does is bitch and moan.
You reach a certain age, and it's kind of expected at a certain age.
Why am I still here?
Well,
we can help you with that.
After the first of the year,
Hi.
then I'll be
It's
kind.
Call a Friend Day. Dr. Jack Kevorkian.
You're the friend. Okay.
Holy Innocents Day. Yes, today is Holy Innocent Day.
Yeah, I wonder how many people met that one.
Yeah, Holy Innocents Day is observed by Western churches on December 28th, by the Eastern Orthodox Church on December 29th. What's today?
Oh.
It's 28th, okay. But it says, all right, we'll do different ones. All right. It's a Christian feast day. Everything's a Christian feast. That's why we're all fat. It's a Christian feast day remembering the young children killed in near Bethlehem under the orders of Herod the Great, known as the Massacre of the Innocents.
Yeah, they went and killed all the kids. That's
It
right.
was first recorded in the Bible in Matthew 2,
Mhm.
16-8.
So people have been eating their feelings for years then.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You were talking about Cards Against Humanity. right?
Yes.
All right. Today is National Card Playing Day. What's your favorite card game? A conventional card game.
I really don't.
You know, okay.
Solitaire.
I like spades and hearts. How about you? Old Maid, probably. Friends, family, and friends play cards today in celebration of National Card Playing Day, a day that provides an opportunity to unwind from the stress and busyness of the holiday season. The traditions of old card games are shared, and new games are learned and played. I cannot play bridge, or pitch. Don't understand it. I don't know why. I can't pick it up.
I've played pitch. I liked playing pitch, but I didn't play it. It's been a long time since I've forgotten how to play it.
Yeah, I know. I could never
played bridge.
I want to learn cribbage.
Yeah. Pinochle used to be a game of what they used to play.
My uncles used to play that.
Pinochle. Yeah.
That's one of the old games.
It's one of the old games
Yep.
that you don't hear people.
They'd have a jar of pennies and then
Pinochle was one. Yeah.
They also hold card tournaments on this day? There's not too many of them. It's National Chocolate Candy Day.
Oh,
Salud!
That's every day.
It's every day.
Yeah.
Let's see. When was this put in? It's basically English. It's the English and the Aztecs.
What about them?
They're the ones that have started this one. The English and the Aztecs. How many are there's not many? There's only a couple more. It's National Short Film Day. I bet you Chris don't even know.
What's that?
It's National Short Film Day.
I bet he doesn't know. Yeah.
We should let him know. It's National Short Film Day.
Yeah, National Short Film Day.
It's Pledge of Allegiance Day.
Well, that's kind of like been going.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Not too much of that going on anymore.
It's National Download Day.
I don't know how many
What are you
people-
downloading?
Yeah. I don't know if people do a lot of downloads anymore.
Safer just to stream.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's safer just to stream and not download.
Yeah.
National Download Day survey reveals America's top app downloads. So, like, if you're downloading an app, that's a download.
Oh, yeah.
Social casino games are the number one download. Or the
Well, a lot of
kind
people,
downloads.
a lot of casino games now because both our casinos are online now, so you can actually gamble online now.
That is dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah, it is kind of dangerous. Yeah. Yeah.
I am not going there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Going to catch up to some comments here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Joker. Who's this? No, we don't want you. The trolls are in.
The trolls?
The trolls, the ones that come in and they
Yeah.
go, hey, we want you. We want to sell you this, because we
Yeah.
got no life. So
They
we're gonna
they
come
under
in
the
here-
bridge.
We're gonna come in here and
Let's turn it up a little bit. So,
we're gonna come in and disturb you because we have no life.
Yeah.
So now I gotta take a minute.
Time to moderate.
Huh?
Time to moderate your feed.
Yeah, I gotta go in. Oh, there's a cute picture of Benny.
Oh,
He's 5 months old.
Aw.
oh, cute.
That's right, damn it is.
Yeah.
Adorable.
Yeah.
So I gotta see what page this is on.
Pretty soon he's going to open up his wallet. There'll be 15 pictures of the grandson coming out
We
of his
don't
wallet.
do the wallets anymore.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, we save all of our photos to our phone and never send them
All
to
your
the
photos are on there, exactly.
wallet. And we never print them. I don't want to
Yeah.
talk about how many pictures are on my phone.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have everything connected.
Yeah.
To Dropbox. So as soon as I take a picture, it goes up so I can get it off my phone right away.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea.
But I've got like a huge plan on trying to. Well, I guess this troll will stay there. I don't care.
Oh.
I just delete like 1,000
You
pictures.
can't. I'm in here and it's like you can't. There's nothing to delete it, and I can't even find the stupid idiot's comment. He's laughing too. He's like, ah, ha, 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 ha.
Yeah. Oh well.
Try one more. Just irks me.
There we go. Sounds of silence again. Dead space. Dead space.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh, you know why? Because it's coming up on Twitch. That's why.
Twitch.
Yeah, it's one of the
streaming
one of the
platform.
services. Yeah, that we
Twitch,
stream.
huh?
All right, so a lot of weird holidays or new holidays coming into effect in 2023. Paul, you have some, do you not, that are coming into effect for Connecticut?
Oh, the laws.
Yeah, the laws.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I said, wasn't it,
You
Dominic?
said holidays.
Holidays?
You said
Yes.
holidays.
Well, same thing.
Yeah. One of them is the cannabis law. Anybody they're going to erase. I don't know. They're going to erase anybody that got arrested for marijuana. They're going to clean your record. But I'm not sure if
Yeah.
it's the first part of this.
It's like 280,000 people.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be out throughout the latter part of 2023. There's some legal jingle they have to take care of before they can clear it up.
Yeah, is that for any cannabis charge or over?
I think it's, if you've been convicted of it, they're going to clear your record. Yeah.
I mean, someone got caught with 10 pounds of cannabis packaged up for sale.
Yeah. Well, it's for sale. It's starting
Are they
January.
gonna
January. Be able to buy it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't think it's.
Well, they're going to expunge your record. It's like
I'm
it
not.
never happened.
I'm not sure where the closest one will be. Is it what Plainfield or Norwich? I don't know.
You mean,
But you can purchase
retailer?
it. Yeah, there's nothing here in town, but
Wasn't there a vote on that?
Yes.
Didn't go through.
No, first they kind of they put it off for a year.
right. Yeah.
So yeah, and it's to gather more information.
Yeah.
Nobody gathered any information. They were just putting it off for a year.
Yeah.
Then it went on the referendum to whether or not the Jewett City or Griswold was going to allow a cannabis retailer, and it was voted down.
Voted down. Yeah.
For no good reason.
Yeah.
See, here's my belief on that. This has got nothing to do with whether you like cannabis or you don't. The bottom, then this is just my view. It's a tax generator, number one. We know that, okay? It'll generate tax money. So that's the first thing.
I hear some music playing in the background.
Yeah, it's
9:00. Okay.
it's the church bells.
Church bells.
Whether you like it or you don't, that's what it does. That's what it's what it's designed to do, right?
Absolutely.
For the state. That's all the way they look at it, or the town.
Yeah.
All right. It's revenue. If you put one in your town, then hopefully your town will generate revenue. You are not going to stop people from smoking marijuana. You're not. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
And people are going to buy it, and they're going to do whatever.
Yeah.
It's like anything else. Diabetics, I'm buying Little Debbie cakes.
Yep.
Not that it's good for me, but, there's an addiction called sugar, too.
Yeah.
How many bars do we have in the town?
40.
Well, actually, less than what we used to.
Yeah.
We have we have
4 or 5.
like 3 or 4 liquor stores.
Yeah.
How is that any different than cannabis?
I don't know. Well, I'm not debating what it is.
Oh, no. I
And
understand.
the differences between that and alcohol.
Mhm.
My point is strictly it's a revenue generator.
Right.
And they voted it down, yet everybody wants the taxes to go down. So what do we want? Do we want our principals high and our taxes low? Don't complain.
Right.
When you're voting everything down. Because guess what? Victoria just said there's one that's going in Killingly. Well, guess what? There's one that's probably going to go in Lisbon. There's probably one that's going to go in Plainfield, right over the border.
Yep.
You could probably be able to go right over the bridge over here into Lisbon and buy your pot.
Or Canterbury or
Exactly. Yet, for some reason, we voted down because we're trying to heal the world?
and the funny
It's not happening.
the funny thing
Yeah.
is marijuana use has become more socially acceptable in my opinion than smoking cigarettes.
I don't smoke marijuana. I do not.
Neither do I.
And I don't like the way it makes me feel. It's the same reason why I really don't drink. Although last night I did have a few cherries soaked in.
Oh, you had some
moonshine.
more?
We need some more. Don't tell anybody that. But yeah, I did.
I don't judge anyone who.
I'm not judging.
Right.
I don't care if you do or you don't.
This town has such a history of turning things away that are going to bring money into the town.
State or town?
Town.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the funny thing about it is I think the seniors are for it.
Seniors are doing it.
Yeah, the seniors are smoking.
Absolutely.
The
It's
biggest-
it's the younger generation that's probably against it.
The
I mean,
biggest
I
pothead knew was my
remember
mother.
I remember going down to the dispensary in
My mother was the
Montville.
biggest stoner I knew.
In Montville, because my wife was on as a medical card.
Right.
Sure.
And there were more freaking seniors coming out of that place with those little white bags. I'm saying, holy crap. It was like going to McDonald's. That's how busy it was. But seniors would not be against it because it's certainly,
here's a Bass Ackwards one.
you know, it's a hell of a lot better than taking hard drugs. And you're happy all the time.
So
yeah.
if you have,
you know what? Paul, maybe you should start.
Maybe you're happy and you don't know it. Whatever.
Yeah, happy Paul.
if you've got a medical marijuana card, you cannot hold a pistol permit in the state of
That's not true.
That was true.
Unless they find out. I know some people. I know some people have a medical marijuana card. They still got a pistol.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
Yeah, and had it renewed again.
Oh,
yeah, so I don't know how true that is. I really don't, because I don't know.
But now
how.
that it's legal in Connecticut, why do you need the card? Except to go to the dispensary.
Well, that's true. Now you wouldn't really need it. So
see, now my angle has nothing to do with whether or not you like marijuana. Or not.
Yeah.
This is or you smoke marijuana. Is it a revenue generator? We all agree, yes, that it is or could be.
You know what they're starting to show on TV now? Talk about driving under the influence.
Porn.
No. They're actually showing when they're driving in. They're actually showing a picture of a marijuana pot plant.
Really?
Yeah. The first time I've seen driving under the influence and showing a pot plant as, it's not legal to drive impaired, and that's what they're starting to advertise now. Because come the first of the year, that's what happens. It's legal again. So
it's perception.
First time I've seen the advertiser with driving under the influence.
It's perception.
Yeah.
It's like, look at the 70s, mid-70s. Homosexuality was not really accepted widespread.
Oh, big time. What do you think Woodstock was like?
No, but I'm talking about in certain circles, right?
Yeah.
Provincetown, right? If you were gay, you probably went to Provincetown because that's where you felt like you could be yourself.
That's where the see-through blouse came into effect. We used to go there just to see the see-through blouses. That was the thing in Provincetown, man. The see-through blouses. Yeah.
Why don't you do that now, Paul? Check out the 90-year-olds.
Hey! No, there was no 90-year-olds back then, man. Yeah.
I
don't think it was to the fact that it was the gay community back years ago.
But my point
I know, but now it is.
Is that marijuana, is starting to become more and more widely acceptable, mainstream, right?
Yeah.
So, and it's going to continue on. I mean, we're going to see it today. I might not see it. You definitely won't see it, but he gets me all the time. I got to get him back.
Yeah.
Where you can walk into a store and go, yeah, let me have a pack of that. Yeah, why don't you give me a couple of them blunts right there?
The Camel cannabis.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the
camel's like, whoa.
Yeah, but it's not legal in every state, so you got to be careful. If you're driving along and you're flipping states, you got to make sure that wherever state you're going into, that it's legal, because they certainly can pull you over for it. Yeah,
but they're not going to do anything. They're not going to do anything. If you cross one,
they do is they take it away from you.
You just go to the next state and buy it again. That's what I mean. They always said the cops had the best cop.
But
so, well, I don't know. All right, Jennifer says, ready? Here we go. Recreational marijuana sales would generate significant tax revenue for the state and the town. The town would collect 3% of the sales off the top directly every month. Not off the profits, but off the total sales. Not to mention the property tax for the personal property and the real estate. Not to mention the sales to the businesses that surround the facility. It seems short-sighted for some towns to vote NIMBY. You know what NIMBY is, right?
Oh, yeah, this time we do.
Not in my backyard.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, but I don't care if you like it or you don't. I'm only looking at it from the financial aspect, and from the financial aspect, it's a revenue generator. And when you have people going, nope, well,
I don't think it was stopped because of it not being a revenue generator. I think it was stopped because it wanted to see the impacts it would have on the community as far as the youth goes and so on.
Kids are going to smoke.
That's what they wanted to investigate. It wasn't that it wasn't
Kids
a
are going
money.
to smoke regardless.
Oh, they are now. That's
Well,
for sure.
No, they did then.
I know.
They did then.
But
They did it when I was in high school. When you were in high school? Did they do it?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You know, it's almost a rite of passage in some ways. Not everyone does it, but a lot of parents would be surprised at what their kids have done.
Guess
We
what
know
else
this.
kids do that they're not supposed to do? They have sex.
I mean,
Little Johnny's got little Joni, you know, and next thing you know, they're 14, 13, 14 years old. And guess what? They get what? Curious. But no, you can't be around anybody, you know, or the mom and dad says, nope, you're going to have to sit over here and you sit over here. Joni, cross your legs. That's it. You know, that's it. Guess what? They're going to go find a tree.
mhm.
And they're going to shank the nasty on an elm. That's what's going to happen. Because you know why? They do it. It's the same thing with marijuana. Kids are going to do it. Whether you
Yeah.
say it,
No,
even if it's just for curiosity's sake,
Yeah.
doesn't mean they're going to like it.
They're going to try it, just like alcohol.
Just like alcohol, Paul.
Oh yeah.
I tried
I'm
alcohol
not-
for the first time in 5th grade.
I'm not disagreeing with
On
you.
a field trip to the nation's capital.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I'm just
No.
saying.
I
These
know.
are things that we'll turn a blind eye to. It's
Yeah.
like, this happened. This stuff happened. It happens today.
Of course it does. Yeah, I know that.
So
There's actually quite a few states that have
The
recreational.
problem is
Yeah.
probably will end up happening. Grizzle again will end up being $1 short and a day late because you're going to find other towns like Plainfield, Lisbon, the people around us. They'll be looking forward. They'll get something in there. They'll make the money.
Ledyard, Mashantucket.
You know, and then we'll end up behind the 8 ball again with nothing, just like we always do.
Victoria says, from watching this happen in Massachusetts, there are financial impacts in the town in which the stores are located. Traffic and police presence are two of the biggest issues they face.
Yeah, Massachusetts is selling it.
Huh?
They even have marijuana
Sure.
ice cream.
They got marijuana everything.
Yeah, that's
They got marijuana.
Belushi sells.
Jim
He's-
Belushi.
Yeah, he sells stuff in Massachusetts.
Because there's billboards all over Massachusetts for
Yeah.
dispensaries.
Yeah. So
Jennifer says that the problem with the wait and see discussion is that the businesses that have wanted to open have now already found towns that welcome them and have places
Sure.
to open.
sure.
There are only so many licenses available. The likelihood that towns will be able to attract a marijuana facility after the initial wave is going to be difficult.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see what towns around us actually have a dispensary. I would think Norwich would probably have.
These aren't dispensaries; they're retail.
well, retailers, whatever you want to call them.
And corporations have invested millions in research. Like Scott's turf build.
Mhm.
Yeah, they've done research on marijuana.
This is one of those things that it's not going to go away. It's
Well,
been there since the
booze
beginning of
didn't-
time.
Booze didn't go away.
No, even with prohibition.
They tried to get rid of it. It still was being buried underneath it, and
Yeah.
bars had it. I mean, that's how the mob made all their freaking money.
Kennedy's
Yeah. So
Scotch.
yeah. So
Well, it's not going to go away.
Yeah.
It's just it. I think eventually it'll happen, but when we sit around, we don't want to get our knickers all in a twirl,
yeah.
because we're
Plus-
still living in
plus you-
1946.
Plus, you're allowed to have 6 or 8 plants of yourself.
Yeah.
So people be growing it themselves for crying out loud. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Just can't sell it.
Well,
But
you can't sell it, no, but yeah, I'm sure that people will be selling it, be growing it, That's good. Yeah.
I don't know. All right, moving on.
Okay.
Whoa. There we go.
So we continue. We were starting to talk about the new laws in the state.
Yep.
They're putting the truck tax on.
That's awesome.
Yeah, nothing like adding more money to the truckers coming through the state to pay more taxes. So to fix the highways, which means now put another burden on them.
Well, you got a captive customer.
So
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You're just gonna nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Unless you find another route, that circumvents.
They
the
are right.
state.
Well, right now, if you notice, a lot of the Rhode Island truckers are coming down through 138 rather than go down through the highways in Rhode Island. I mean, look at the trucks you see on 138, though. Avoiding Rhode Island roads. Yeah. So,
let's see. How about the legislators in Connecticut?
Yeah.
They're going up from $28,000 a year to $40,000 a year.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
Yep. They're giving themselves a raise.
a big raise.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. And don't tell me that's worth it.
All right. I'm going to tell you it's worth it. And I'll tell you why.
Go ahead.
You and I both know the legislators in this area, they come in here. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And they both work very hard. How many times have we heard Heather Summers? Right?
Well,
Hold up.
go ahead.
I'm not on the Heather side.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
know.
saying I'm not patting Heather on the back, even though I'm patting around the back. She has come in here, and before we've gone on the show, talking about how, oh God, I was at the Capitol all night, and we did this and we did that. This is supposed to be a part-time job, yet this woman who's also a mother and a grandmother, is part-timing it out in Hartford a lot of times all night long in session. And she's got to be available for her part-time job.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't think I think $1,000 a month per district isn't going to budge anybody.
Well, I don't think people are concerned about the raise. I think the concern that people says they can give themselves a raise. How would you like to go in and to your office and say, I'm giving myself a raise today of $20,000? Tell you that to your boss.
Okay, I understand.
I
what you're
think that's
saying.
the issue. Nobody, you're right, because with today, with the inflation, 28 to 40, it covers gas money for Christ's sakes. But I think it's the idea of them saying, giving themselves a raise. But it's not all politicians that are suffering. There's a lot of politicians in this state that have been in it for so long. They got their hands in every little bucket, and they're making money on the side.
I'm talking state level people.
You don't think there's state people making some money on the side?
I don't know.
Not necessarily
and I don't
are.
care. And you know what? I hope they do, because they deserve to make a living too.
No, that's not what
They
I'm pointing-
don't?
Not the point that I'm making. The trouble is when a lot of politicians, when they get in there so long, they become so freaking greedy that they got their hands in spots where they're getting paid for stuff they should be getting.
I think you're
paid
talking.
for.
I don't.
If you don't think the federal thing rolls down to the state one, you're blind as a bat.
Maybe I'm blind as a bat, but you know what? I don't hear too many people complaining about state level politics and what people make.
Because everybody's ticked off at the feds.
Okay.
So they figure, what the hell? You know what they say about crap? Rolls downhill.
I understand that, Paul.
And I don't believe that
You're incredibly jaded on this, and you are, and it's like I don't. It's like you're looking for an angle to why they shouldn't.
No, I'm not. My point that I made is them giving themselves a raise. It should have been something that should have came up with one of the votes that we had. Give them a raise or whatever. Then people could have said, "Yeah, give them a raise." It's the idea of giving yourself a raise.
It's been 20 years since they've had a raise.
Yeah. Well, I'm not complaining about them getting a raise. It's the idea of them giving themselves a raise. You're not allowed to do that. Or I'm coming in here tomorrow. I'm coming here on January 1. I'm going to demand $100 a week.
Okay.
You're going to say, "There's the door."
No, I'll just write your. I'll just say you say. I'll just say, you know what? I forgot to write you a check, Paul. Darn it all.
No, I mean, I'm not disagreeing they don't need a raise. I think it's the thought behind how they did it. I don't think a lot of people like that idea.
Okay, so every town is supposed to go ahead and have a $8,000 referendum.
No, it should have been on one of the region state elections that we just had. Should have been a question on there.
Then where does it end?
They could have done that.
Because they're technically state employees. So then so then are you going to put like every state employee's raise in the
Yeah.
hands of the people.
For example, you work for EverSource, right?
Yeah.
Okay, publicly traded company.
Yeah.
So whenever they put in a raise for Paul Lash, they didn't poll all of their stakeholders, right? Should we give Paul a raise?
Yeah. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't.
No, maybe bonuses. They'll structure bonuses around that and the amount for the entire company.
Yeah, and they do stretch them, and I think the way they do it sometimes is not fair to some people.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with them voting themselves for a raise.
Yeah.
Jennifer says, and this is to Dominic's point, this is the first raise for legislators in 2 decades. From 28 to 40, lawmakers cannot vote for a pay raise for their current term. This new law will be engaged or be pegged to the employment cost index. As Paul asked Paul the question, the General Assembly can't determine what their pay will be. Who should determine what it would be?
Yeah.
If towns vote, what happens when towns do not agree? You know what I mean? It's I'm just saying. Like,
there's got to be another way to give them. There's got to be another way so that legislatures' salaries go up based on something. Look what they just did with Social Security. It was based on some cost index with inflation and blah 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 blah. They figured out. They gave a percentage. The legislation should have been. It should be something like.
You really want to do that? Do you really want to base this? Because if you base this formula that you're talking about right now based on Social Security, because Social Security affects you because because you're on Social Security, right? If you do that, 20 years of not getting a raise, where do you think that amount's going to go to?
That's not the point that I'm making.
Well,
All I'm saying is that there should be some calculation that should be used on a bi-yearly basis to determine what the pay increase would be for legislatures.
Okay.
There's got to be some calculation they can come up with.
Right.
It's like
You don't vote on it every
saying.
year. It's just that based on such and such that's happened throughout the last couple of years, your pay raise will be this. And each one of them gets a raise, and it keeps going up every couple of years.
Okay, and that's fine.
That's all I'm saying.
That's exactly what I'm speaking to as well. You don't want to go ahead and backdate that 20 years. They'd be making $200,000 a year. No, I'm serious.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
But
You know what I mean? They have 20 years, no raise.
Senior citizens not making $200,000 a year. They already make us lucky. Half of them get $10 for Christ's sakes.
Okay, you know, I mean, what do you want me to say to that?
Yeah.
Did they work in the legislature? No. No. Well, okay. So
I'm not even sure if legislatures actually can collect Social Security.
So, I mean, look, I'm all about the seniors, right? And I love the seniors and I love the senior population here. But, when it comes time to like what I make or what Dominic makes or what you make, we all make our decisions in life on what our career path is going to be.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we can't sit here, with what it coulda, shouldas and say, well, you know what?
Yeah.
Well, this guy over here is only getting $10 a week, but that damn legislator over there is getting this. Well, guess what? They all had their own career path. They all made their choices.
I think it just comes down to that there should be something set up so it's done automatically. You don't vote on it.
Okay, maybe now going forward, but I'm going to tell you, I'll be honest with you, Paul. My thought is it's going to blow up. It'll blow up. They're going to go from 28 to 40, right? In 1 year. Where do you think it's going to go year after year, Dominic? And then people are going to complain, oh, they're really making too much money. If you had, seriously, think about this for just 1 minute. Your thought process is, to put something out there, how it increases year after year, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Imagine if they did that 20 years ago. Where do you think they would be right now?
I don't know.
That's my point.
If a company can do it, a company bases you raised on every year you get a raise based on years of experience and blah, 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 blah.
Theoretically.
So if companies are doing this, why aren't we treating our legislators as private industry, as employees, and treat them the same way based on whatever?
Okay. So
I mean, you're not going
I mean,
to.
the base is 3%.
They're only going to. Let's face it.
Which
There's
is
a cap.
which is not even the cost of living. Not even the cost of living.
There's going to be a cap. You can't say a legislature is going to end up making
3% is
500
crap.
grand. There's got to be a cap. You know.
So let's go back 20 years.
Go
All
back,
right.
Go back 20 years.
All right. So we got 28K, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Times 3%. It's $840.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right.
Yes,
so
sir.
now we're at 28.8. All right. 840 times 20. 16,800. 28,000 plus 16,400. Now this is based, just quick math,
Mhm.
okay, only on a 3% pay rate increase,
Mhm.
which I think we all agree is not even the cost of living. Cost of living is 4, 5, 6. What is inflation rate right now?
8.
8? Okay. So now you're at 44.4. So based on you're paying them more. So what are they worth? Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, what I'm saying is that if you're a legislator, there's got to be, if you've been a legislator and you're a senator or a representative, there's got to be a different pay based on what you are. If you're a senator, you're within a certain category. If you're a representative, you're in a different
Is that
category.
all they get though? I mean, is there nothing else that ties into that? I don't know enough about that till.
I don't know. What do CEOs get?
I mean,
I think you're just kind of, looking at too many. I'm just talking about pay rate right now.
Right.
yeah, I'm not saying they shouldn't get a pay raise, but
I know.
I mean, if you're a senator, based on say a senator can make up to $50,000 a year.
Okay.
All right. So if you've been in there for so many years, you're not going to exceed the 50 grand.
Right. They're not exceeding 28.
And the reason is you're going to get like a bonus for something during the year.
Okay.
Because you're not going to keep going up to 70,000, 80,000, 90,000.
It's like teachers. You come in at step 1.
Yeah.
You go up and up. And
Well,
up and
I
up
would
and up.
think there should be something like that for legislatures.
Okay. So
Just like regular.
So a junior rep, start at step 1.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I don't have any
Yeah.
problem with that.
Yeah.
But then again, you got to start talking term limits.
That's never going to happen.
Because what's going to happen, Paul, if let's say, all right, let's go back. Let's say, you're going to go into your yearly review.
Yeah.
Sorry, Paul, you know what? There's not anything in the budget this year. Can't give you a raise.
No,
but,
it's
no bueno, right?
Yeah, but we know that's not going to happen.
We don't. I'm talking about. I'm just putting.
We're talking the state. We're not talking private.
No, I'm talking about a publicly traded company like Eversource. that
Oh
you
yeah,
used to work
that's
for.
that. You're right.
Okay.
They mean I
And
get
then
a
you go
raise.
in 5, 10, 11, 15 years in a row, and you hear the same thing. Geez, sorry, Paul. There is nothing in the budget. We cannot increase your salary. What do you do?
Either you stay or you go.
There you go.
So there you go. It's different with private companies versus.
I'm not talking to private company.
Yeah. State's not going to do that.
Why not? It's a company. They're based on their revenue
Yeah,
base. They're not a
sure.
nonprofit.
Oh yeah, sure.
The revenue has increased in the past 20 years.
But we still have an income.
Man, they're all making money. Don't get me.
Oh, the temporary income tax.
The temporary income tax, that Weicker voted in back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess what? Still here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I just think the thought of people don't like the idea of giving themselves a raise. That's the thing that people have a problem with.
But when you look at the math involved in it, it's not bad. They could have been far worse than that.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it from an employment standpoint.
Well,
They haven't had a raise in 20 years.
automatic term limits.
I agree with term limits.
I mean, there's a lot of legislatures that don't stay in there forever. They're not like the feds.
like for example, even in town, even locally. All right.
They got to be
Ricky,
voted in.
how many terms was he in? 6?
Yeah.
All right. That's a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
I mean, not against Paul, but shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
It's time for new people to come in, new ideas, things to recycle. Right?
Yeah, there's always
That's my
some.
thought.
No, that's not. I mean,
believe.
I think the state legislatures are a little bit well, depending on what towns you're from. Some of the bigger towns, they get in there and they stay there forever. I mean, there's some legislatures that have been in the state of Connecticut for a lot of years that should be out of there.
Okay, so let's look at this. Tom Sparkman in Lisbon. He's how many terms? 20? 10, 12 terms? I don't know. I don't even know. I forget. He's told me numerous times, and for some reason, he's up for election every 2 years.
Yeah.
Nobody beats him. So the town, see, this is the other thing. The town is saying, no, we want to keep you.
Right. Exactly.
So you're talking term limits. So even though the town, they say, no, we want to keep you, term limit says you got to go.
There's no term limit.
Right. There's no term limit here.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, I'm just giving you both sides of the coin.
Yeah. So, I mean, there could be a year comes up and people don't like him and he's gone. It's that simple. Who knows?
Look at our second.
I think a lot of people in Lisbon are happy because the tax base is good. Things, everything's there.
Sure, it's status quo. It's rock and roll.
Right.
Look at the our second selectman, Richard Matters.
Yeah.
Was first selectman in Franklin or North Franklin.
Yeah.
For like 10 years, 15, 16 years or whatever. Well, the town voted. We want you to stay. So what does term limits do? Just pisses people off.
I don't.
No.
There's no term limits, and
I think there should be term limits federally.
Oh, I don't disagree. I think a lot of people will agree with you, but unfortunately, it comes down to they have to vote for term limits.
Yeah.
And why would you vote yourself out of a job?
Right. I mean, look at that. There's term limits for everything in Washington except for, there's no term limits. But there is on the presidency.
Right.
There's no term limits on what?
In like Congress and
there's no term.
There is one on the presidency.
There is one on the president. You can do only twice.
I know.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Thank God. Anyway, that's another story.
But that's my point on that. What about you, Dominic? We've been kind of barreling right
you
past
guys have been carrying on just fine.
I told you, you gotta have a thick skin doing this stuff, bro. You gotta be able to walk out of here and say, someone's gonna yell at me about something.
I'm surprised. Where's Daryl? He's not hollering at us.
You see right now what I'm doing? I'm going back and I'm dodging bullets.
Yeah. Where's Daryl? He's hiding.
Huh?
Where's Daryl?
I don't know.
He's hiding today.
There's our friend Daryl from the Healthy Computer.
He's hiding today.
School Street, Jewett City.
Yeah. No, I have nothing against them getting a raise. $28,000 is like
it's nothing.
That's less than low
before
income.
Taxes.
Less than low income, for Christ's sakes.
I know.
I don't have a problem with that.
And I don't know if many people are aware that as a state rep and even a state senator, it's considered a part-time job.
Yeah, I don't know how many hours they actually. When there's sessions going on, but I don't know what the total hour time frame is for, how much time they put in a year. Did they 6 months out of a year? I don't know what their time frame is. I have no clue.
And this has got nothing to do whether or not you like a legislator or
not. That's maybe a question next time one of the legislatures come in. We, just say, how many hours does the average legislature put in during 1 year term? Is it 6 months based on, I don't know, sessions?
I think we're digging a little too deep into that.
Well, I know, but the question is, you say they're not making enough money, but if you're only working $100 a year, is that enough money? I don't know. It's hard. I think
judge. They're working more than 100 hours.
I can't judge. I don't know.
Just when they're in session alone, they're there all the time.
Yeah. I don't know what the sessions are. I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know how people like Greg Howard do it. Greg Howard, he's a detective down in Stonington, and he's also the state rep.
I have no clue.
I don't know. And the town gives him the time so he can be a state rep, because that's important, so it's kind of reciprocal.
Well, there is a lot of state reps that actually have full-time jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Because they have to.
Well,
can't survive. Brian Lanou has a full-time job.
Yeah.
That's Has nothing to do with the state.
Yeah, I know. A lot of legislatures, I should say a lot. Some of them have full jobs because they have to. Yeah.
Bet you a lot of people didn't know Brian Lanou had a full-time job.
Mhm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Not going to say
Pretty-
where.
yeah,
It's
I mean,
not important.
Can't
It's just
survive on
private, but
can't survive on 28 grand.
exactly.
I mean, come on.
How would you expect?
That's
them to?
like lower than
Yeah.
low income.
Yeah.
We'd be giving them food stamps.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's in his third term.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
He's not living high off the hog. You know, with his state pay.
Yeah.
He'd make more money being a mental health worker in a group home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I have a friend who just retired at 58, moved to North Carolina. He did well. Worked in group homes.
They did even better getting out of the state when they retired.
I can't leave the state. Can't.
Oh
I got
well.
too many things that are keeping me here. No, I don't regret it. I mean, but I just couldn't.
I'm stuck here.
Yeah, me too. I don't want to call it stuck because I do love this town.
Oh, 100%.
You know, as much as I bitch and moan about it, you know,
100%.
or we do. I love this town. I love this borough, which should remain separate. So, which it will. Don't worry.
It's home.
Is that a four-legged borough?
It's a water rabbit. Jennifer says in 2023 it is. Jennifer, why don't you just come on the damn show for Christ's sakes?
Yeah.
In 2023, it's considered to be the long session going from January 4th to June 7th. In 2022, it was a short session going from February 9th to May 4th. They alternate in this pattern year after year.
Yeah.
So they know, and that's the other thing too. They know what they're getting into.
Right.
Mhm.
It's not a secret.
Well, a lot of them want to be a legislature.
Yes.
They want to. You think Brian thought he could do some good, so he wanted
Yes.
to do that. You know, it takes a certain type of person. Now, I think the ones we have are very good. I mean, some of them we all know can go to one extreme. And
Yes.
unfortunately, when we look at legislatures, we
Look
don't.
at Ann Dauphine. She keeps winning. You know why? Because the people like her.
Yeah.
And she does a good job.
Yeah.
Up in the Plainfield and
Yeah.
a little north of here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that the state legislatures take a back rap because of what the federal legislatures are doing.
Yeah.
You know, people look at the feds and they see how those people react and how they,
I get a bad rap all the time for your negativity.
Yeah, I know, but they look at those people.
Damn
then
it, why is Paul gonna be ticked
then they
off
look
all the
then they
time?
look local and they say, "Oh man, here we go, politicians again."
I don't know why Paul's
Yeah.
maybe just grape nuts broke a tooth. I don't know. How much fiber did you have your colon blow this morning, Paul?
Yeah.
We're brutal to each other, aren't we?
I can see this.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for a long time, though. It's just funny. I think we can say almost anything to each other, but we have our limits. I mean, there are certain things he'll never say, like family and
Right.
kids, and I'll never say anything, because I just have that respect for Paul.
Yeah.
Just because of how long I've known the man
Mm.
and stuff. But on here, we just let it rip. Get off your watch. We're here.
29 degrees.
It's gonna be hot this weekend.
Yeah, it's gonna be warm.
You have the weather set to give you alert.
Yeah, it tells me when it's cold. 26 degrees right now, though. He's lying.
Get the weather channel on there.
Yeah.
So, what other laws? I mean, we talked one.
Yeah.
What other laws in Connecticut are going to be enacted in 2023? You had a list.
I'm trying to think because I had it up and the three with the NIP bill,
Yeah.
of course, which is going to be interesting. I wonder how many towns are going to get the NIP funds. But there's more than I think there was some other bottles they were going to put on those as well, other than the NIPs, I thought.
How about Illinois?
What about Illinois?
House Bill 04821 has declared that the Eastern milk snake is the official snake of Illinois.
Huh.
They obviously figured it was worth the time to vote on the milk snake. Illinois now has I told you Illinois takes the cake on this.
I wonder how that snake. I wonder how that snake goes along the ground with those udders hanging down.
I don't know. Illinois has a state rock. A state rock.
I think we do too.
Dolostone, Dolostone, which is a form of limestone that makes up most of the state's bedrock. Flintstones.
I think milk steaks are white, if I remember. Right.
I don't know.
They're not.
No.
Sweet Corn Appreciation Day. It's August 1st now in Illinois.
Oh, Sweet Corn Appreciation Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is now illegal as of January 1 to leave grass clippings in the street after mowing your yard.
That should be illegal.
It's considered littering if you do.
Yeah. That's the other problem. A lot of people will cut their grass, and then while you're driving down the road, they're blowing grass right at you when you're driving down the road.
Okay, they get weirder.
Yeah.
It's illegal as of January 1, 2023 to hang anything from your rear view mirror. We're talking air fresheners, garter belts.
That's been a long Connecticut.
That's been in Connecticut for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm saying Illinois. I'm not saying.
I know, but that's been around here for a while.
I have something hanging from my rear view mirror. Matter of fact, it's a scarf that my daughter knitted.
Yeah, by right, you're not supposed to hang anything. It used to be
It's one of those things that if you get pulled over and you're nice, they won't hang you.
I didn't really do anything, but you're right. It's been around because people used to hang during the early 60s and 70s. They would hang the dice.
Yeah.
That dice would be hanging off your
the fuzzy dice.
Yeah.
You can also be arrested now for.
You find this color of the snake?
No. I was trying to find out because I know one of the towns in Connecticut had tens of thousands of dollars from the proceeds from the nip bottles.
Oh.
You can now be arrested for eavesdropping in Illinois. You could be convicted of a class 4 felony offense and face up to 3 years in prison.
Eavesdropping.
Look.
Wow.
How are you going to prove that? That's what there's an Illinois law that reportedly mandates all bachelors be called master instead of mister by their prospective.
Now, see,
wait, bring that again.
I'm not saying this is a new one.
Yeah.
But on the books in Illinois, there's an Illinois law that reportedly mandates all bachelors be called master instead of mister by their prospective female suitors.
Can you do that at Stanford?
That's not, something that would be very offensive to somebody. I'm surprised that's an old law.
Yeah.
Well, some of the old laws are the best.
Yeah, that would never stand in today's environment.
Another Illinois law reportedly says it's illegal for a barber to apply shaving cream to a customer's face using their fingers.
Okay.
Looks like.
Looks like a tiger.
No udders.
Gotcha.
Looks like a tiger. That scared the hell out of me.
It's illegal to make faces at dogs, even if it's yours, in the city of Normal, Illinois. And it's Joliet, not Joliet.
Yeah.
Prison.
That could be, it could be.
Or the city.
If you watch the Blues Brothers, you'd know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's reportedly illegal to fish in your pajamas in Chicago.
Yeah.
You can go to Walmart, though.
Yeah, you could go to Walmart, but you can't fish.
It's in Chicago. It's reportedly illegal to give dogs whiskey.
Sometimes there are cases where they may not be full-legged dogs, but if you give them whiskey, they don't turn into a real beauty.
It's also illegal to take a French poodle to the opera.
Well, yeah, I can understand that. The voice would be a little off.
So yeah. So what is the thing here? We talked about marijuana, and it, either should be in stores, it should not be in stores, whatever. It's going to work itself out sooner or later. But some of these crazy laws are just nuts. I don't have any problem with the Connecticut state legislators going from 28 to 40,000. Not at all. I personally don't.
I don't either.
It doesn't even move the needle.
No, I don't either. I just think
You're
it's
talking what, a couple hundred people
Yeah.
through the state?
Well, this town, we have what, one per town? No, there's not. There's not even one per town because they cover multiple towns,
what I
so
mean.
it's not even 190. So it's less than.
Well, there's 169 towns.
Yeah, so it's less than that.
Right.
Because
So
yeah.
Anyway, all right. Well,
That's it.
yeah, nobody's around this week. It's
Pretty quiet, huh?
yeah, it's
Everybody had to go
quiet.
back. Everybody had to go back to work.
Some people are on vacation.
Yeah.
They're not around and stuff. What I found is the views are really in the people who are participating in the show well after that we are done. They'll listen. Oh yeah, it happens all the time. Oh yeah, people will listen to the show and stuff when we have.
That's when I listen.
See, there you go. So anyway, Paul, thanks for coming in.
Sure.
Dominic, thanks for experiencing radio with us once again.
I've been waiting a long time to do this.
See, just I told you to come in, and you just go yeah.
You've been telling me for years.
All right, just to kind of cap it off, Jennifer says our Connecticut General Assembly includes 151 members of the House
There you go.
and 36 state senators. So what did I say? A couple
Do,
hundred?
do,
It's 180
does she know? Does she know whether senators make more than
No, they're 28. Same thing.
same price?
Same price.
Okay.
That I know just from asking like Heather Summers. And,
Oh, I got you. I didn't know one was paid higher than the other.
The same thing. They're both part-time gigs.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
Anyway, all right, I'll be back tomorrow. I have no idea who's going to be in with me tomorrow. I don't know if Rich is coming in. I don't know what his work schedule is, but anyway,
Gotcha.
just the same. Have a good night or day, wherever you are. Have a
Yeah.
See you later.
We love the
The
80s.
80s hits that radio forgot about are coming up next. Sounds wonderful.
SNSN.
Life's been tough, and it's even tougher than ever to find a good therapist. But these days, all you hear is, sorry, we aren't accepting new patients. Next time, reach out to Life's Journey Counseling Services. They're located on Main Street, right in the middle of Jewett City, and they are accepting new patients right now. Individual, couples, family, and group counseling are all services available at Life's Journey Counseling Services in Jewett City. Find